Okay, so I know it's been a little bit since I've actually done one of these videos where I cover a banner, but this one is insane. And I wanted to talk about these characters because, wow, 2 out of 3 of these guys are something else. And then there's Chojiro, who, don't get me wrong, is really, really good, but we'll get to him. First of all, I wanted to talk about the actual banner itself. Unlike the current anniversary banner, this is basically round 2 of anniversary, but unlike the current anniversary banner, this one does have 25 steps, so you're guaranteed one, I think every 5 steps? Yeah, one every 5 steps, you're guaranteed a character featured in this banner, and there's 9 in total. It's not just these 3, so if you're new to the game and you don't know, that doesn't mean you're guaranteed one of these every 5 steps. You just guaranteed one of the 9 that are featured in this banner, and we'll cover them near the end, because it'll show the filler near the end. Still, better than the currently only guaranteed one at step 6. So, yay for that. Secondly, I wanted to say that this banner is actually a 1000 Year Blood War banner. So unlike the current banner, which you can get as premium characters, and I can confirm because I've gotten Ichigo from tickets, you cannot get this from premium summons. You have to wait for a banner that's specifically listed. So if you're on the fence as to which banner to summon, it's definitely this one, because the other 2 are premium characters and you can get them off of a ticket at any point. You just have to be lucky. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We're talking about Yama, the PvP character for this year. This guy is insane. He's got Flurry at 2, 3 during the first 3 seconds. He's got double blow on the 4th hit of his normal attack, which I think it just means it hits twice. So that's a lot. That's basically 8 times on one final attack, which is insane. 2 killers, no affiliation, and Captain. His strong attack 2 is a debuff move that lowers attack, defense, and focus from enemies. All of his attacks can inflict burn and lacerate. It is guaranteed to inflict burn and lacerate on heart attribute, no affiliation enemies, which is the first time that has ever happened outside of a special. We've had debuff before, or I guess disabler on specific stuff before, but we've never had a guaranteed one like this before, so I'm excited to see how this affects. Now, notably, this is not debilitating burn and lacerate. He does not have debilitator, but this is not that big of a deal because both burn and lacerate have a debilitator of 2 seconds. It would be a little different if he had paralysis or freeze, which, you know, he doesn't, but that's 5 seconds. This one is only 2 seconds for debil on burn and lacerate. It's not that big of a deal if he doesn't have it. Damage reduction at 20%, it can be stacked up to 80%, plus at half health, it gets halved again. So that's like around 10% damage, which is just insane. He's got poise, so he can attack while attacking. He's got pierce, he can attack while being attacked. He's got pierce barrier, he's got brave battle invincibility, and can ignore it, which is awesome. It'll cancel each other out if you're in mirror matches, but whatever. Prevent brave battle last ditch survival, so if they're down, they stay down. And anytime he downs an enemy or his allies get down, his attack goes up, or his normal attack damage, or normal attack damage goes up by 20%. So if you're one-on-one on the final against somebody else, that's 80% damage plus flurry at 2. 3 if it's within the first 10 seconds, but it's unlikely it'll be within the first 10 seconds. Honestly, every year we get a PvP character that's just above and beyond. This year, it's definitely Yama, because that's a lot. That's a whole lot. He doesn't have a prevent brave battle healing, which is interesting. But I think you can get that as an additional ability for 2020 characters. You can also get a plus 40% damage on lacerated enemies, or, you know, whatever the plus is on burned enemies, which increases your damage by a lot thanks to Flurry being at 2, 3 for the first 10 seconds. He's also got Marauder and Paralysis Resistance, which you guys know what that does. Really, really useful skills, even outside of PvP. Really, really useful skills. Truly a really good character. 2 killers, no affiliation, Captain, some of the most commonly seen in PvP. If you want to get really high up in PvP, which personally I don't care about, but you know, everyone has their own thing in this game. There's so many game modes. He's definitely one that you're gonna want to get. Definitely one. But okay, let's go ahead and move on from what potentially might be the greatest PvP character to one of the greatest PvE characters with Yachiru here. Now, this truly has never happened before. We've gotten characters with double killers. In fact, Yama has a double killer. Retsu here has a double killer of Soul Reaper and Captain. We have never, ever had a character that come out with 2 soul traits. Not like this, anyway, because we've had frenzy characters in the past, which cannot be resurrected, so they're stuck kind of being in, you know, just decently good links, I guess. And we've had resurrected characters that they all get 2 links, but we've never had a character that's not resurrected, it's not a frenzy character, that just has 2 soul traits by default. And they're the best soul traits too. Strong attack damage and strong attack recharge. This effectively makes her the best link in the game. Not that you'd ever use her as a link. She's definitely an amazing link. Plus, neither of these are watered down. They're the full damage 20% and the full 12% strong attack recharge. And when she's at full health, that's an extra 6%, making it 18% strong attack recharge. She doesn't have Drain like the other version of her for Spirits Are Forever With You, but she does recover after every area 20% of her total health. So make with that what you will. That's, you know, additional health. Not guaranteed to put you at full health, but still pretty good. Havoc at 20, Sprinter at 2, and Long Stride. So she's a really fast, not only attacker, but also just really mobile. Frenzy at 2, plus damage inflicted at full stamina and up to 20%, which stacks up to that Frenzy. Whenever she inflicts a status element, which all of her attacks can do, her SP gets increased by 80%, which is just chef's kiss. And she's got complete status immunity, so she can't get anything. Basically, the only damage she's taking is any hit damage she actually takes. She's also got Poise, so she can attack while being attacked. Debuff, so her weakening lasts an extra long time. And Rampage, which is a new ability, and wow, what an ability it is. Basically what it does, and I guess we can read it down here, but I can just sum it up. Damage increases by 2% every time an enemy is defeated, and the limit is 100%. This doesn't count if your allies defeat an enemy, it's just Retsu who defeats enemies. It goes up. And this is pretty easy to do because all you have to do is take out 50 enemies and you're there, which in PvE is nothing. This is insane. With the upper limit at 100%, that's damage increased at 120% if her health is full, plus an 80% boost if you inflicted a status element recently, and then everything gets tripled with Frenzy at 2. That's crazy. That is so much damage. That is so much potential. And I like this because it not only... I feel like every enemy, every character we've had so far has been... You do a lot of damage and then a switch gets flipped and then you do more damage, like if you inflict the status element, it's 80%. But this is a gradual increase of damage with Rampage at 2%. It's just constantly going up, constantly going up, constantly going up. And I would love it to see this Rampage ability. Even though it is a really, really, really strong ability, I would love if we get to see this for like resurrected characters or something like that. Something that's not that strong, but can get strong over time. Because the skill itself is really, really good, but it's immensely good because it's attached to Retsu. If you attach this to like a resurrected, or like give it as a bonus ability to a character, even if it's at 1%, that can make that character just really decent as you progress through the fight, through the actual event. So really, really good. I really hope to see that as a bonus ability, even if it's at 1%. I think it'd be a really, really good idea. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it's not too broken for this one character, who's really, really good. And then we get to Chojiro. Now, Chojiro unfortunately got the bad end of this deal. All of his attacks can paralyze. He's a melee strong attacking character. He's got an ability that basically guarantees 10 droplets after everything. And he's got a speed droplet soul trait of 30%. So I guess that's like 13? Not that impressive skill. I have a lot of resources. I don't know how you guys are doing, but I don't necessarily need it. Still, the character, you know, I'm kind of saying he got the ban under the deal, but because he did. But he's still a really, really good character. Guard Break and hit hidden enemies is really, really good. Havoc is at 20. Frenzy is at 2. Strong attack recharge ability, not a link, but still. Damage at paralyzed enemies and damage at the entire team damage status summon enemies is at 40%. So if you inflict paralysis, you're dealing 80% damage and then Frenzy at 2, which is really, really good. Like I don't want to make him sound like he's a bad character. He's a really good character. He's got Team Devastation at 30% and Devastation at 60, bringing his up to 90. Nearly Bombardment. Speed link slot potions at +5, so that's, you know, nice. And yeah, Debuff at 5 seconds. Like I said, not the most impressive thing, but still a really, really good character. I do wish they would have given him something other than a Quincy Killer, especially because everybody else got 2. He only got 1. They could have given him Soul Reaper, but you know, Quincy's are becoming more common, especially, you know, as the game progresses, as the anime comes out, we're starting to see them more and more. it still would have been way better to give him something else. But at the very least, it's not like a 40% one that you only see during Brave Battles, which he's not good at. So, yeah, there you have it. All three of them are really, really good. I personally am going after this Yachiru because I'm much more of a PvE character. Plus, I really want to do a wrong build on this character. Rampage affects not just her strong attacks, but also her normal attack, and she's got damage up at 20%. So I really want to do a wrong build on this character if I end up getting her, and I'm definitely going to go all in. As for the actual characters, the featured characters, the ones that you're guaranteed every 5 steps to get at least one of, this is the filler banner. The characters are really, really good, except for one. Nanao isn't exactly the best character. She didn't get the best killer, and she's kind of built out to be more support than anything else. She's not that great. She's good on her own specific things. I think I use her in... I think I used to use her in Guild Quest. I think I replaced her. But the rest of them are really, really good. Some of them take a little longer than others, but still, all of them are manga characters. Like I said, you cannot get these 3 characters, or any of these characters, honestly, outside of a banner that specifically lists them. So if you're on the fence, whether you want to continue summoning on the first round or on this round, I would definitely say this round, because the 2 Ichigos that are out, or White, I guess it's not necessarily an Ichigo, White and Ichigo are both in premium summons. And like I said, I've gotten him out of a gold ticket. They're definitely in there. So yeah, definitely this. Anyway, let me know what you guys are planning on doing for these characters. Look at the lighting on this red suit. Awesome. I'm definitely going to summon on this the night of. I'm really excited for it. But yeah, let me know what you guys are planning on doing. With that said, thank you for watching. Good luck on your summons, and take care.